Thanks for tuning into my channel. It's a pretty good day here in Vancouver, a little cooler than we had over the Mother's Day weekend, but still has turned out pretty sunny and not a bad temperature, so that's always nice. Went out to the grocery store today and got a few things. And now we're going to do a fun pour. So this last few days or week or so, I've really been enjoying pouring over things. I think it's one of my top 3 favorite techniques with this type of art. And so I'm going to show you, just so I get my other glove on here, I'm going to show you a few things that I've done in the last week, and then we're going to do a really fun pour over for today's project. So let me just get these on here. So this one I just finished varnishing this morning, and it is done with unicorn spit gel stains straight out of the bottle, so no Floetrol or water, glue or anything mixed with them. Now it did leave texture on the vase because of the nature of the unicorn spit, but that's okay. It gives it character and personality. Even a little bit of cracking there, and that was the paint cracking or the gel cracking, not before I had ever put the varnish on. But yeah, so that turned out pretty cool looking. And that's the only thing I do not like about the unicorn spit product is it stinks. It does not smell good at all. I know on the bottles or on the website or wherever when I read something about getting them, it said that, you know, the blue one smells like blueberry, etc., etc. Maybe they smell okay individually, but when they're mixed together, or they smell awful. So if you're ever going to use them, just keep that in mind. And then this other one I did was also the unicorn spit, but this was left over from another project I did, and they were mixed with Floetrol and water. So this one turned out very smooth, and this one is also varnished. In all 3 of these I'm showing you, including the next one coming up, I use the Liquitex Gloss Medium and Varnish to varnish these, and I usually just pour it on and then rub it on all over with a glove. The glove can be washed off, so I'm reusing this glove, and I usually get a nice smooth result. No bumps or lines or anything, and occasionally I do have to give it a little torch just to get rid of any bubbles. And this is my favorite one that I did. So this one was not with the unicorn spit, with some Artist Loft and Deco Art colors actually, but I just absolutely love this bowl. Partly because I love the unique roundish shape of it, not that it's unique, but different, and just also because I made sure that I got most of the purple to show up, because purple is my favorite color. So this one's sitting in my bedroom right now because I have purple in my colors in my bedroom. But yeah, I really like this one. And when the light shines through it, I don't know if you can see on the camera on the inside there, I'm trying to show you that. When the light shines through it and you can see those colors, like, oh, look at that. It's just gorgeous. But anyway, so that is my favorite. But today, and I don't know if you can see in the picture off to this side, I've got a bunch of rocks. I'll put them here for a second. But because I love, like I said, I love pouring over things, and I do collect rocks and crystals and such. So these are some of my bigger rocks, and I also like unusual shapes and stuff. So these I'm going to be pouring over soon. Not sure exactly when, but I will be pouring over these soon for another project. And I think I might start, I don't know if anybody you've heard of where people will say in a local park or something, they'll start a rock garden, so to speak, and they'll put a little sign maybe saying, you know, take a stone, leave a stone, and, you know, they'll maybe pour or paint over stones and then maybe write, you know, motivating words or encouraging words or something on them, things like that. So I might do that with all of these. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, those are some rocks I'm going to be pouring over soon, but we'll leave those out of the way for now. But what we are pouring over today is this guy. This is my ceramic fish. He has been sitting in my bathroom for about, I think I've had him about 9 or 10 years. He's pretty big, but he's not too heavy because he is hollow ceramic. But yeah, we're going to be pouring over him today, and then once it's done, he's dried and stuff, I'll probably repaint some eyes for him. So of course right now his eyes are going to get covered, but he does have texture in that, so I'm hoping that it's going to turn out quite nice. And I am pouring on him on top of a 14 by 14 canvas, so that I can use the leftover paint to get, again, another 2-for-1 out of this pour. So I'm just going to move him out of the way for a minute, and today what I'm using are some colors that are very similar or the same as what I have in my bathroom. My shower curtain has purples and blues and greens you know, in it, and some sort of beige white too. So I'm going to be using just Deco Art colors that are ready to pour today. So I'm using the lavender and the tropical blue, the blue violet, the chartreuse, and I might put in a little bit of ivory. I don't have a lot of this left, but that's okay. I don't really have any other white mixed up right now. I still haven't got around to mixing more paint, and I don't want to mix the Artist Loft Ready mixed in with these because I'm finding the Artist Loft Ready Mix White doesn't seem to play well with other colors. So let's get started on filling up this cup, and I'm going to fill it up pretty full because it's going to take a fair amount to cover the fish, and then I need enough left runoff to cover the canvas. So just going to pour a lot of this. So I did get word a few days ago that my office that I work in an optometry clinic, like I mentioned I think before in my videos, and we are going to be reopening slowly March 19th, so after the long weekend coming up here in Canada, but we're not starting back everyone at once, and we're not opening full service or anything yet, and of course we're undertaking lots of precautions, masks, and more cleaning than we normally do anyways, and all that kind of stuff. So, but I'm not sure exactly when I will be starting back, but that's okay. I know I will be eventually. Okay, let's carry on. I will be glad to get back to work though. And the other good thing too is now that social, we are opening up things a little bit, especially starting this weekend, but even this past weekend over Mother's Day, you know, the government had kind of loosened up things, and we are allowed to, you know, go out and meet up with friends or family in small, like no more than 6 people in a group, and still maintaining physical distancing. So I am finally going to get together with some friends in the upcoming week. I'm going with one friend. I'm meeting up on Saturday, so I'm very excited about that. And I'm meeting up with another friend possibly this Friday or early next week. We haven't decided yet, so that will be great. And I have another friend too that we'll be meeting up soon, I hope, which will be great because I have not seen anyone that I know. I've not seen any of my coworkers, of course, for today is day 50 of that, and I've not seen any of my friends face to face for over 60 days, I would say. So it's been a long time since I have seen anyone face to face. So I'm very excited to be able to get together and hang out a little bit with some friends. All of our plans at this point in time are for outdoors, and, you know, a park or somewhere down by the seawall in Vancouver that is always gorgeous, so that we can keep physical distancing but still get to see each other and catch up. So that's going to be good. Not that I haven't talked to any of my friends with all of this, but yeah, it's been tough not seeing people face to face. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, just going to keep going. I know it looks like it's a ton of paint, and I might end up with too much, but if I do, then I'll just make another pour out of it. We'll just see how things go once I get to that point. And I think that ivory that I had is pretty much gone. You could hear it making the nice little noises when I was trying to get that out of there. This last little bit, but I'll see if we can get a bit more. But it's definitely, let's see if I can get a bit more if I take the lid right off. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to get out of there, at least for now. We'll leave it upside down so I can hopefully get some more out this last little bit another time. Okay, I'm going to do one more round of the 4 colors, and then we will pour over Mr. Fishy. I'm quite excited because I'm hoping this will come out that his scales that are, you know, textured there will kind of almost look scaly and pretty and sort of iridescent and stuff with these colors. Now there isn't any iridescence in these colors, but that doesn't mean that we can't get a really pretty effect when we pour this over and we you know, let it move around and stuff. So all right, just gonna get those out of the way. Okay, look inside that cup. Doesn't that look pretty? Oh, that's going to be so awesome. All right, are you ready? Here we go. I'm excited about this. And I had wiped him all off and cleaned him all off a couple days ago, so he's nice and clean, and here we go. Okay, let me just, before I do that actually, see if I can move this a little bit so you can see more of him. Let me just see here. I want you to be able to hopefully see the top of the fish. Okay, that was going to have to do. There we go. You should be able to see pretty much all of it. So let's go. Oh, this is looking awesome already. Kind of going a little bit slow because I want to make sure I cover everything. Okay, hopefully I've got enough to cover his tail here. I might have to scoop some up from the canvas, or maybe quickly layer some more in the cup. I think I'm just going to layer a bit more in the cup so that I can thoroughly cover his tail. Getting low on all these colors. My goodness, he looks magnificent. Wow. Wait till I bring you guys down for a close-up of him. All right, let's see if we can do a little bit more. I don't mind having extra because like I said, I'm hopefully going to have enough to cover the canvas too. Oh, these colors are running out. Okay, that should be more than enough to cover his tail. Just want to make sure I get it all. And the only thing, just getting underneath the base of his tail because it's really hard for the paint to get under there. Okay, we need to do some more over here. This side of his face isn't covered yet. Okay, just going to try and turn this around a bit carefully so that I can see this side. And that'll give you a little bit of a view here. I meant to actually put him on some cups to make it easier to lift him off of this, but that's okay. We've got some cups put aside to put him on. Wow, he looks amazing. Just amazing, you guys. Oops. Okay, well, I'm not going to waste it. Not a huge amount in here, but I'm not going to waste it. We'll just let it run down his body however it wants. All right, there we go. So I'm just going to put the video on pause for a minute, a few minutes actually, let him finish draining, and then we will move him off and we'll come back and do the rest of the pour. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I've moved the fish over here to the side. He's sitting up on some cups with paper towels underneath, but he's pretty slow on the dripping now. So we're going to continue with the pour here. I'm sure I've got enough paint on here to cover this, and I love the pattern that's been left behind by the shape of the fish. So that's going to turn out pretty awesome, I think. So let's just get started on that, and then once we are done with this, of course, I'll bring you in for a close-up of the fish and of the canvas. So let's just get rolling here, see what happens. Here, let me turn it this way so you can see it a bit better. Okay, I'll just get these last two corners covered. Let's go down to this one first, I think. Here we go. And one more. This is fantastic. I love these colors. Very tropical. Let's get this to flow. Almost there. I want to get rid of that splotchy mess that I made that I'm just using to lead the paint. There we go. Alright. That looks spectacular. I'm pretty thrilled with all of that. I'm just going to check and make sure all the corners and edges are covered. Let's turn this around so I can see this last edge. Perfect. All right. Well done. I'm excited about that. What do you guys think? Isn't this, I love this purple and these streaks in here. This is gorgeous. I'm actually going to see if I can get this to move back towards the center a bit. So let me just turn it around so you can see that. Just want more of that purple to get to the center. A bit more this way. See if we can get the purple moving in this direction too. There isn't an excessive amount of paint on here, so it's going to take a little bit slower to move right now that most of the excess is off, but that's okay. I don't want to get rid of all of this greeny stuff. I just want to spread the purple around more. Because as you all know, if you've been watching my videos, purple is my favorite color. Let me have a look at this. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to leave it like that. I really like that. I'm going to give it a quick blast with the torch just to get rid of any air bubbles. I don't expect to get cells out of this because the ready-made paints don't generally give you cells, and I didn't add silicone or anything, of course. But it's always good to get rid of the air bubbles. Let's give it a blast because there are tons of air bubbles in this. You can see them all popping while I'm doing this. There we go. And don't forget to wipe the bottom edges of your canvas so that you don't lose your composition when the paint continues to run over the edges of the paint. Just going to move this a little bit this way so I don't knock into my fish. I definitely don't want to lose anything off the fish, and I'm actually going to wipe underneath the edges of the fish too, because I don't want to lose too much of my color or anything, because he looks amazing. I am absolutely thrilled with this. Wow. Okay, just going to put on pause and get rid of my messy gloves, and then we'll be right back and we'll bring you in for the close-up, okay? Be right back. Okay, we are back. So here is the canvas finished. Absolutely love it. Love the blue and the the purple and the tropical blue. And that, it definitely makes me think of beachy. I might end up hanging this up in my bathroom because it'll match my colors in my bathroom and it'll match with Mr. Fishy. But let's move in for a close-up. Love, love, love these lines down here. The colors are still so well defined. You can even see a little bit of the ivory in there. So that's nice because I didn't have a lot of that. So this is the bottom left corner. Really, really like this. And we'll move over to the bottom right corner. Love this swoop right through there. And this, look at that. Oh, beautiful. So many lines and waves and ripples here. And we'll move up to the upper right corner. Love this. This right here makes me think of a geode. Just gorgeous. And then we'll move, I love this middle part, this whole middle part right here that we're looking at, this whole section. And then over to the top left corner. And this is really cool. Definitely makes me think of waves, especially these blue ones right here. Definitely looks like waves. And then this is just amazing. So I'm absolutely thrilled with that. But let's move in and have a look at Mr. Fishy, because Mr. Fishy looks gorgeous too. So here is kind of that would be his right front side. And we'll move towards the back a little. Let me pull back so you can see all of him. And moving right into his tail. I actually don't have the light on in my dining room right now because I'm finding the natural light coming in is pretty nice overall and gives him, you get less glare from overhead lights. So this is the front of Mr. Fishy. And we'll move down so you can see that he's all covered completely. He's just sitting on some, oh, there's actually one spot where he's not covered. Let me just splotch that there. There we go. See, it's a good thing I looked down there because I thought he was all covered. Okay, so there is his front. We'll move over to his other side here. It's hard, I'm walking around him, around my dining room table that he's sitting on. But yeah, so there is his other side. Absolutely magnificent. I'm 150% thrilled with the way that Mr. Fishy came out. Just amazed and loving it. Wow. I hope you guys like him too. And I hope that if you do like Mr. Fishy and the canvas that I did with him today, and that you do like my channel, that you will hit that subscribe button down at the bottom, and also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload some other videos. So thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.